Hi, Hiram here. Last week when I was doing my videos on those wax-covered wood chip fire starters, I made a comment about how I use tea light cups and make little miniature buddy burners, or I was brought up in our scouts it was called survival candles. But I mentioned about that, and I've had a number of people saying if I would talk about that, what it is, how do you make them. So I know for a lot of you this is probably old stuff, but this is a little mini buddy burner, or in my case survival candle. It's just I save the tea light cups when they're done. You can use them for all kinds of stuff. Take a piece of cardboard, corrugated cardboard, a strip about, it depends on the size of your teacup too, you have to work it with yours. But on these, it's about 0.82 inches tall, or about 2 centimeters, and it's 4.5 inches long, or 11.6 centimeters. Now, I won't mention any names, but I've had people say that they made buddy burners and that they didn't work. So I saw some pictures of it, excuse me, saw some pictures of what they did, and I don't mean this to be funny, but you got to cut the cardboard the right way. You should cut it with the corrugation running up and down. In the case if you have a sheet like this, you cut off your strips this way. A lot of people tend to cut them this way because they can find the lines, and then at the top, can you see that there? You have a solid piece of cardboard. You don't have the corrugated holes at the top, and that really helps. Also, it's easier to bend it this way around than it is to try to bend it this way. So you cut your little strips out like so, corrugation up and down. It goes in the cup just like so, and you cut them. Now when I make them, I just make them one layer. Now I know on other ones, you know, you got these big hunker ones like so. You fill up the whole thing. I'm just using these for something small. This is good outside. If you're mostly in winter I use these. This is the new one that hasn't been used much. But you can also make them this size. But in the winter I use this outside. But if I'm in a shelter or something, I like something like this. So anyway, I just put one ring in there of these. If you want to make continuous rings, that's okay. Then the wicks that I saved from melting the candle wax, I cut them off and stick 2 or 3 of them down in the corrugation like so. Makes it a little easier to light. Now when you fill this, don't fill it with wax all the way to the top. The cardboard needs a little bit of space to burn. If you fill it to the top, the wax will melt and put out your flame. So you've got to have some exposed cardboard. You can wax it, but don't, can you see that? Don't fill it up. So what I'll do now, and like always, I use my little mug warmer thing to warm up wax. It's a whole lot safer and not that expensive if you pick them up at Goodwill. So let me set up my camera here. What I'm going to do is a time test on this. This one weighs 0.65 ounces or 18.4 grams. So I'll set up my camera and we'll just run through a test. I'll speed it up, but we'll see what the flames look like and how long it burns. So I'll be right back. Okay, I've got my camera set up. Let's light this. Now these wicks are a little long, so it may take a while. But again, like I said, it'll be all sped up. Okay, they're lit. Start the timer. And let's see where it goes from here. Okay, you can see it's just about ready to go out there. 26 minutes, 30 seconds, let's say. Usually this thing burns for maybe 30, 35 minutes, but looks like I have a leak in the can and a lot of the wax spilled out. I should have checked that a little better. This is why you have to be careful. Anytime you use a flame, you have to be careful with it. So, still just burning on some dregs there. So that's the mini buddy burner or survival candle. Now, I think maybe you saw in the video why I only use one ring of the cardboard. Because usually on something like this that's burning, the flame is on the outside edge. It's not really in the middle, just on the outside edge. So I figured, why bother putting cardboard there? Just, use the space for wax. And that's why I just use a single ring. Oops, that focusing in. A single ring of cardboard. So I hope that helps. It's a handy little thing to have. Like I said, I use it in a small shelter if I want to get it warmed up. You have to be careful if you use it in a tent or something, but they're handy. So I thank you for watching. I look forward to your input, questions, remarks, helpful suggestions, and as always, watch for my buddy Max. Bye now.